Dogface here. Okay, today we're going to do a thing called What's in Your Pocket. I've got here an array of tools that have spent time in my pocket. We're going to go back to 1980, and this lived in my pocket. I don't have any of my older knives, but in 1980 I got this Swiss Army knife and used it a ton. It's been a great tool, but it has kind of a problem if you're going to do anything heavy, is that it's not a lock back knife. So it was replaced with this guy in 1983, and this is a Gerber lock back, and I've carried this in my pocket again for years and years and years. And it just got to the point where it was just too big and I didn't need a knife like that in my pocket. So it was replaced by the knife that should go right here, which was just a tiny little Swiss Army knife. It just had one blade on it and lived on my keychain for forever. So from about 87 to 1996 when I saw this in the store. And when I saw this, which wasn't much bigger than the knife I was carrying, I had to have it. I mean, literally, I had to have it. I just bought it because I needed it. And this guy was amazing. He lived in my pocket, or variations of these, because I've worn a number of them out. But it had scissors on it, and these scissors, I suppose, are supposed to cut paper. They seldom ever cut paper, but they did cut tons of everything else. Wire, cardboard, you name it. Tweezers, yeah, used that a lot. Little Phillips point end, yeah, that got used a ton. Bottle opener and a little screwdriver end got used a ton. Well, the bottle opener not so much, but the end got used a lot. The knife, oh yeah, baby. Now, it wasn't a lock back, but it was so small that it was really hard to put any real pressure on it, so it didn't really need to be a lock back. And then the screwdriver blade, yep, got used a lot. Fingernail file, yeah, what's the point of that? Never. So anyway, that lived in my pocket from 1996 when that first came out till 2004. When this baby came out, it was another one of those moments where I have to own it. So I literally just bought it. It's a Leatherman Squirt, and it is the amazing tool because, again, it's got pliers, it's got wire cutters, and it's got wire cutters that go all the way across. If you've seen my Skeletool review, you know I want that. Skeletool doesn't have that. And the other thing I really liked about it was the fact that all the tools were on the outside. So you didn't have to unfold it like the Micra in order to get the tools. You have to unfold it. This one, everything's on the outside. Again, little knife, got used a ton. Fingernail file? Really? What's the point? Other than some marketing wank to increase the tool count. Then screwdriver and bottle opener, again, used a ton. Little Phillips point, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually getting a little bit worn out from being used. And then the scissors. And as little as those scissors are, they're really useful. So this has been a great tool, and it lived in my pocket. Well, it came out in 2004, and various iterations of this one, or versions of this one. I've given a couple to the TSA. Yeah, well, whatever, right? So whenever I do that, I kick myself, and then I go down to the store and buy a new one. Then a year ago, the Leatherman Skeletool made it into my pocket. It's been there for a year. I haven't liked it for a year, and so it's being replaced by this. This is the Benchmade Bugout, and this is going to be sort of an opening video, but more about what's in your pocket, and this is what's going in my pocket. So let's see, still sealed. What should we do? Let's open it with one of my favorite knives on the table here, the Gerber. go. There she is. If you've watched any of these opening videos, you've seen this one before. Comes with the little pouch and sort of a marketing thing. Don't care. This is the tool. So I'm going to avoid the urge to flip it open and close it because it's boring, and there's 100 videos of people flipping their Benchmades open and closed. Why this tool? Well, I'll tell you, I was looking for a replacement for the Skeletool because it just annoyed me. And I also believe, cry once, buy once, or it's the other way around, buy once, cry once. Buy a good tool. You're more than likely to like it. Benchmade has an amazing reputation, but the reason I went with this one was because of its lightweight. It's in my pocket all the time. This thing, he's a heavy guy, so this one with the plastic scales was really something that I wanted, just because it's lightweight. And the other reason I went with this is because of the deep carry. As I mentioned in the Skeletool, it is a heavy guy, or it pokes up. Let me say, I already said he's heavy, but it pokes up. So this one, when I put it in the pocket, he's going to be, so you can see, just a bit poking up above the pant. So I'm hoping that I can carry this in my back pocket, which would really be my preference for the location to carry it. And having it down, it's not going to be tearing into the upholstery. It's not going to be banging into my truck as I'm in parking lots and stuff like that, and there's cars and not a lot of space between them. So the new carry is going to be this guy and that guy. So the Leatherman squirt that's been in my pocket since 2004 is going to go back into my pocket, because I do still have, in my day-to-day needs, I still need to be able to cut wire. A pair of pliers is a really handy thing. Scissors, oh yeah, there's always a need for scissors. And then what else? The knife. Well, the knife is probably going to be, this guy's probably going to be the winner on the knife. If I need a knife, I'm probably going to want to get this out, just because it's a lock back and gives you better control over it. And then the little screwdriver tools, the screwdriver and the little Phillips tool, those are going to get used a lot. Fingernail file? Really? What's the point of that? So anyway, let me go grab a scale, and we're going to just do a quick comparison on my new what's in my pocket versus what was in my pocket. So be right back. All right, we're back with the scale. So there's the old tool. Leatherman Skeletool weighs in at 5.1 ounces. Now the new Benchmade weighs in at 1.85, but remember, I got to have my pliers and whatnot, so we're going to add the squirt, and that adds up to 3.8 ounces. So we are winner over 510, so we've lost a couple of ounces, which is certainly going to be noticed in the pocket every day. So that's what's in my pockets. Post what's in your pockets. And remember, like and subscribe. There will be more videos now, and y'all have a nice day. Oh, all right. I could all hear you saying, "But cut some paper, dog, cut some paper." Well, because you can't open a brand new knife and slice paper, or not slice paper. Here you go. Per your request. Here it is. This is literally the first thing this knife has ever cut. So here we go. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at that. Out of the box, I'd say that's pretty darn good. Yeah. Okay. There's that suture. Paper cutting desires. That's almost like knife porn. All right, there you go. Y'all have a good day. Bye.